A trio of men were in over their heads when they were rumbled for hauling a multi-million-pound shipment of drugs through North Wales. The illegal substances were found stashed away on a lorry carrying supermarket goods. Carnarvon Crown Court saw the three men responsible for the major drug conspiracy put before them on Tuesday afternoon for punishment, and this included a Derry-born Joseph Gray. The 53-year-old was joined in the dock before Judge Nicholas Safman by his co-conspirators, who all faced the charge of being concerned in the evasion of prohibition restriction on imports. These men were Usman Iqbal and Moinul Haq. The prosecutor told the court how the trio were caught at the port of Holyhead at around 7:30 in the morning on October the 9th, 2020. They were part of a wider conspiracy, he said, to supply cocaine on the UK streets. Border Force officers diverted a lorry driven by Gray that was carrying a variety of food items on pallets destined for Tesco, the prosecutor said, including yoghurt and orange juice. The court heard how the Irishman was clearly anxious when stopped. This anxiety seemed to get the better of him, and when he told officers that there were things on board he didn't put there, the court then heard what the officers uncovered. In total, Gray was arrested after 4 boxes on board the lorry were found to contain 69 individual packages of high-purity cocaine, each weighing about a kilo. The total street value was given to the court as around £5.5 million. He said that the drugs had been picked up a day earlier from Haq and Iqbal. Handovers took place in Bristol, and it's believed that the handovers took place in the Bristol area. Both Haq and Iqbal were arrested months later in December in France. Initially, when questioned, the court heard that Gray thought he was transporting tobacco. He also denied knowing the 2 other men involved in the conspiracy. Defense for him said that at the time of the crime, Gray was living a relatively quiet life, working back in Northern Ireland on his family farm that was struggling in the wake of the pandemic. The court heard how he had supplemented his income through lorry driving. The defense for Haq said there is no evidence to suggest his client was benefiting greatly from being involved in this conspiracy. The court also heard how Haq had no criminal history to his name, making his involvement entirely out of character. And the defense for Iqbal said his client showed a great deal of remorse after being drawn into this act. He added that the dad had lost his job during the pandemic but has since taken similar steps to the other men in order to better himself for his eventual release from prison. The judge told the men they were clearly unsophisticated in their operation, and she added there were clearly people higher up in the chain they were working under. Sentencing each of the men to 5 years and 7 months behind bars, she said, "You each performed a limited function under direction. You had no influence on those above you in the chain, and you had no clue of the magnitude of the operation." So guys, this is a story coming in where unsophisticated drug smugglers hid around £5 billion of cocaine behind yogurts and orange juice, which was destined apparently for Tesco. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy GC. Keep it locked, keep it real.